Greetings, YouTube. So today we are taking a look at the new NECA TMNT 4-pack. This is based on the Mirage comics. Apparently the artist that used to draw him, his name's Lawson, I want to say. And he had a particular style to his turtles. As you can see, his turtles are very muscular, very thick, very jacked looking. And they all have on the red bandanas. So they look very similar. Kind of hard to tell apart unless you're looking at specific things, but they look awesome as hell. So let's take a quick look at the box here. You got the front with this spectacular artwork. This is straight out of the comic book, it seems. It's so well done. This is a box I'm probably going to have to keep at some point. Then on the side, you got the turtles in their portraits. You got two turtles on one side, two of them on the other side. Back of the box, we got the cross sell, and we have some other promo shots. Awesome packaging. Awesome artwork. Let's take a look at these guys outside of the package. Just another quick recognition here. There's this insert inside the package, and I'm assuming this is a page from, or a panel from the artwork, and it is spectacular. Like, it has the turtles looking over, probably, I'm assuming that's the East River, maybe? I don't know New York geography, but I do see the Statue of Liberty back there. So maybe it's not. Maybe it's the bay that Ellis Island is in. But just spectacular artwork. Spectacular. Again, this is something that I'm going to have to hang up on the wall. It's that good. Okay, so here we go with the turtles. So I have them set up here, and this is the order that they were in the package. There has been some debate about which one is Michelangelo and which one is Raphael, because Leonardo here is easy to tell because he has the over-the-shoulder strap, and then he's got the katana blade sheaths. Donatello has this little opening for his bow. But the last two guys are basically identical, except for their facial expression. So it has been assumed that the guy on the end is Raphael. He was packed in at the end over here on the left, and he had the this sort of stuff near him. I mean, it's kind of up in the air, I guess, but it probably doesn't matter per se, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. So other than that, though, they are identical as far as their sculpt, as far as their colors, as far as their stature. They do have subtle differences in the line work. As you can see here, these two guys have less lines on their shell, whereas these two have more. Other than that, though, I don't see a ton of differences. There are some subtle line work differences on the belts as well. So there's probably subtle line work differences on the knee pads too, but it probably matches up, or at least I think it does. Maybe not. Yeah, all the belts are actually different. Knee pad work. These two look, no, those aren't the same either. So yeah, hard to say. All right, let's have a look at them close up. We'll have a look at Leonardo. So here you got the face sculpt there with the kind of showing the teeth a little bit. Excellent paint work too. Nice and clean. That green is vibrant but not too shiny. All the different detailed line work looks really reminiscent of a comic book page. All that cross hatching and such. They look great. They did a really good job reproducing this guy's artwork into figure form. Very nice work. When I first saw these guys, I was like, oh, that's a must get. Unfortunately, it seems like they're exclusive to Target, or either they're going to be at Target first and then maybe there'll be other places. and they're slightly hard to find. They're not just sitting on the shelves, at least not yet. All right, let's take a look at articulation. Okay, so full disclosure, I did heat Donatello here up before doing this articulation section because I'm trying to play it safe. I'm not about to tear up my figure. So here he is looking up, and that is really good. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. Looking down, obviously you get side to side, and you also get some tilt. Some really good tilt. That's awesome. Arms can go out to nearly a full T-pose. You do get a bicep swivel. Yeah, you do get a bicep swivel. It's tight though. You get a double joint at the elbow. Get you about there. No real ab crunch. There is it looks like a ball or something in there, but of course because of the shell you can't really get what it could do. Your legs, oh hold on, wrists, you are on a regular wrist joint with a hinge. Then you have at the hips, you can go out way far. That's excellent for your turtles. You do have a bit of a thigh twist up here on this joint. Double jointed knee. Pivot on your ankle, and of course there's the hinge there. You can go back that far, and you can go up a decent amount. So yeah, articulation is good to decent. The ab crunch there, that's kind of typical for turtles. They don't usually have a great ab crunch, if any, just because of the design of the figures. I probably should point this out. These turtles do have little tails, and the tail is movable. So there's that. And then the bandana piece is on a ball joint in here, and you can switch it out for one that is straight. So you can have it blown in the wind to the side or something like that. But that does move. All right, so let's have a look at accessories. All right, so as far as accessories go, for a 4-pack, it's actually kind of light on accessories, but the accessories are appropriate, and I kind of understand why they did it. It's there was no really huge need to include a ton of accessories because of how similar each turtle is, but that's what they decided to do. So let's go over weapons first. So here you have Leonardo's katana blades, and these are very well done. Love the line work on the wraps there, on the handles. These are awesome. Donatello's bow. Michelangelo's nunchucks, they are kind of plain looking, but still good. And then you have Raph's sai. So there you go for weapons. As far as you do get 4 of these bandana pieces, like I mentioned earlier, the straight one that you can switch out of the curved one for each turtle. So you do get 4 of those, so 1 for each guy. You also get, as far as Raphael goes, you get this cloak or hood thing. Apparently he was in disguise in one of the comic books, and he wore something like this. And then you also get this extra arm. I guess part of his disguise was this extra wrap around the bicep. I'm not sure how that makes you look different, but hey, it's a thing. Then you have kind of the community accessories. So you get 8 extra hands, but you don't get multiple pairs of each kind. So you only get 2 fists for all 4 turtles, which I don't know. I think if I'm being honest, I probably would have liked to get a couple more fists, but there's that. You have these hands that are kind of open, but the pointer finger is a little bit more extended. You get 2 karate chop or flat hands. And then you also get these gripping hands, which are similar to the grip hands that they all come with, but I believe that this one has the fingers spread a little bit more, and they're probably going to be used for Raphael, so you could probably say these are for him, but anybody could use them. And then you also get these 3 throwing stars or throwing buzzsaws. You get 3 of them. Not a traditional ninja star, but they are what they are. So again, a little bit light on accessories, but appropriate, and the ones that are definitely needed are there, so I guess I can't be too mad at that. Okay, so just real quick, upon further inspection, each turtle has a different pattern of lines on their shell, so they're not as identical as we thought, or at least, you know, subtly. So we know who Leonardo is because of his gear. Same thing with Donatello. So those ones we can, you know, very safely say who they are. These 2, however, hard to say. However, in the package, the nunchucks were here and the sai were here. And then there was no other weapons on this side of the package. So it's looking like this is probably Raphael. I've seen or heard people say that Raphael is the one with the more marks on his chest, but that's not what the packaging suggests. Also, on the back of the package, and I know this is getting in the weeds, but I was curious. On the back of the package, as you can see there, Raphael does not have all of the striations on his shell. Michelangelo does, or at least according to this. But then, in this picture, Raphael is the one that's supposed to have the disguise, right? Well, now they're using the one that they were using from Michelangelo. Then you go back to this picture, and it's Raphael with the more straight lines and not all the striations. So, it's anyone's guess which one's which. Again, it probably doesn't matter, but just putting it out there. All right, here we have the cartoon turtles with these new comic turtles. And just as an aside, I did try to fit the cartoon nunchucks into one of the comic book hands, and it does work. It actually fits better than the nunchucks that came with him because they're a little bit thicker. And then these ones also have that real chain on them, so that's something you could do if you wanted to. So I'm assuming all the rest of the weapons would fit into the comic guy's hands too. Cartoon guys are about a head shorter or so, actually less than a head, maybe half a head shorter. And they're obviously more skinny, they're more cartoony because they're supposed to be. These guys look like they did in the cartoon. So there's that comparison. All right, and then we got our comic book turtles here with a Shredder figure. This is a NECA Shredder figure. I'm not sure if it's with the regular cartoon line or if it was with something else. This is the box it came in case that helps anybody. Like I said, not sure. It looks like the cartoon Shredder, but it did not come with like another cartoon character. But he looks good with them. Decent height. Okay, then we got a Foot Ninja from the Power Rangers line. It was some crossover event. That probably is a little too small for them. You would think that the Foot Ninja would be a little bit taller. I don't have any other Foot Ninjas. Same thing here with the Articulated Icons Ninja, but the Marvel Legends Hand Ninja, a lot better. That I like. All right, here they are with a military figure. You got an Action Force Steel Brigade. That looks pretty good. Some more crossover here. We know we had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover with Batman in a cartoon. I think it happened in a comic too, but here's your Mezco Batman. That looks pretty good with them. And then if you wanted to go with a little bit more comic feel, you could use the Mafex Batman. It looks a little small for them, but I think that could still work. This is probably more fitting with them. This is a Marvel Legends custom of Batman. And size-wise, you can see that that seems like that fits more with them. some more crossover potential here. This is my custom blue Falcon. It's also on a Marvel Legends body. Again, looks like Marvel Legends scale pretty good with these guys as far as a human being and then these mutant turtles. All right, so final thoughts on these comic Ninja Turtles. These guys are spectacular. This is a home run for NECA. They have been doing good work with the turtles. They've been going deep into the lines. They've been going with all the different versions. You got the comic versions, you got the cartoon versions. They've been doing a stellar job. And this one is just another entry into the line. These guys are spectacular looking. They just are. When they first started coming out with these comic and toon inspired ones, and they had the lines like from the animation on them, I didn't know how it was gonna work out, but aesthetically so pleasing to look at these guys. So hard to find a little bit. I got mine at Target, but it was in the back and I had to ask the person to get it. I needed the DPCI so they could look it up, but they are at the stores, some of them, so you just gotta go hunt. So let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.